please welcome Jason Smith with To Save the World, Send a Kid to Summer Camp.
So I have this theory that the world would be a better place if it was easier to make the world a better place. I think that's true. And I've got a simple way to do it. Send a kid to overnight camp. When I tell people that I'm an overnight camp director, they usually say, oh, your job must be so fun, and guess what? It totally is. I've got a pool, I've got horses, I've got swimming, I've got a zip line. It's awesome. You can be jealous, it's fine. But the thing is, the fun is really easily understood. And I don't think too many people understand the world-changing power of the overnight camp experience. So I want to tell you about it. When kids tell me that they love camp, they say it's because they can feel like they can be themselves. And what other experience allows them to become unencumbered by who the world thought they were just 24 hours before, and to live in that reality for 7 days, testing the hypothesis of who they are and who they want to become. And camp is the perfect laboratory. It's acres of forest and trees and water and play. And that's important because that's how kids learn. Camp is the intentional adaptation of life, organized so that kids can find success in the responsibility of living. And that's what its power is. At camp, kids navigate the world. They follow a schedule, they complete chores, they keep track of their own stuff most of the time. And they make decisions that have a tangible impact on the community around them. They do it all independently, but not alone. Because there's a collection of near-peer role models pushing them towards success. Young adults at kid level. Real, tangible, and relatable. And they can do something that we cannot. They can show kids a world without us. And the reality is, as caregivers, our job is to prepare kids to be in that world. And camp is the middle step. It's the first flight of a baby bird intentionally pushed from the nest to face the unknown. And it's scary. There can be skinned knees, there can be lost underwear, there can be struggle, and yeah, there's homesickness. But those are good things because they can be overcome. Camp is an institution of learning. The learning that happens at camp is overcoming those things. The homework of camp is the work of creating home. A skill that's practiced and developed by forging friendships and building community. And at the end of the week, when those kids sit around a campfire with tears in their eyes and the memories lingering in their heart, they're practicing saying goodbye. And that's a skill that this world is going to ask out of them far too many times. At the last day of camp, when parents come to pick them up, I see the same phrase said time after time. You look taller. When we let kids experience independence, their growth is seen physically, even though it's really not physical growth. It's confidence and success, exuding from their pores, ready to face the world. And the world has challenges. This world continues to be more and more crowded, and we need to learn to live together and work together and share resources. We are facing what is the most challenging thing humanity has ever faced in climate change. And our kids are going to inherit that world. And unless they can care a whole awful lot about ecosystems, about science, and about each other, most importantly, nothing's going to get better. It's not. What if kids had more comfort in who they are? What if kids were shown that they could tangibly affect the world around them? What if kids had more confidence to face the unexpected? What if kids were more connected to the natural world through the snails, the cicadas, and the butterflies that are found right outside their doorstep? What if we no longer told kids to walk a mile in someone else's shoes, but instead had them live together under the same roof and had them walk for several miles, talking and laughing and being friends? The world, in all of its pressures, can seem to be a very dark place. But you can only be lost in the darkness if you don't have a light. Overnight camp is about showing kids that they have a lantern of ability and experience that they can use whenever the world seems a little bit too dim. And if we can take the experience that kids see and their understanding of the world, and we can change what they think that they are capable of, we can change the world for them forever. And it's simple, right? What if we sent more kids to camp? Thank you.